Lehlomela Tente is the man behind a remarkable choral music academy in Maseru, Lesotho. In the first of 2 episodes, Lehlomela prepares the Serumula choir for their biggest and most complex choir to date.
We want to form the first world choir from a third world country. We want to perform, the greatest halls, of the world, because that's the ultimate goal.
He also travels to visit his mother in the Lesotho countryside where the roots of his musical career lie. The mountain kingdom of Lesotho, its borders surrounded by South Africa, is set on a high plateau framed by the majestic Maluti Mountains. Large parts of the population still live in remote and often inaccessible areas, continuing a traditional rural lifestyle based around livestock and maize crops. Like most African countries, however, Lesotho has experienced extensive urbanization, and its society has been transformed by social and cultural influences from elsewhere. One such influence comes in the form of choral music.
My name is Lehlomela Tente. I'm the last born of the 8 children that my parents had. And I come from Ghana, a village of north, and I stay in Maseru at the moment in Lesotho. And what I do every day is basically to manage and conduct and train the people at Serumula Performance Academy, which is a choir academy that we established a few years ago.
The Serumula Performance Academy selects and gives further training to promising singers from community and church choirs. It is housed in a community center owned by the Our Lady of Victory's Catholic Church. Today, Lehlomela is meeting with his board members to plan for an important upcoming concert.
Hello. Hey, Dad. Hi, Okay, I'm better. All right. So what's going to be happening now is we have Director Chile for the videography. He's going to be coming through.
And you're supposed to email.
I haven't given the text, is it?
Is it there?
Yeah, not yet. I'm still drafting a whole lot of things. Yeah, it will be there. It will be there. Over the weekend. That's when I took this payment. That's what we usually 10,000 for Saturday. La concert, la rehearsal Friday, have on our payment. Management o ka re ha o hela hobane re tsebile late hore re tshwanetse ho etsa 10,000 na ebe re ka ho ka ba le mohauna wa ho re ha o hela ka nnete hore se ka re etsa 10,000 ebe re etsa 5,000 ka 7.5 na o khwaere modimo ya sha banna ke 10 banna ao wa tsa o ile le body jazz tse tsena le batho ba ngata khwaere ya sono ya modimo Jesu. Hey, I don't want to lie to you guys. I'm nervous.
The Academy, formed by Lehlomela in 2007, is largely self-funded. It pays a minimal rental fee since the center, damaged by a fire a few years ago, has not yet been repaired. But Lehlomela's dreams travel much further.
I was a conductor of the youth group in church, and then because of the strides that we were making with that particular group of singers, a lot of people wanted to work with me. So I decided that, I'm going to form something that will have a component of an academy where we teach, where we, even if it's in the pilot project form or in pilot phase, but it should have it should be an outcome-based type of a choir that develops, that gives skills. And one thing that we always said, even in my speeches that I gave, was we want to form the first world choir from a third world country. We want to perform, the greatest halls of the world, because that's the ultimate goal, to export this talent. In Lesotho, we are people that sing. We're a very musical society. We're a very musical nation. In everything we do, we sing. When a child is born, somebody's going to sing. When somebody passes away and we feel sad, we sing. So we want to show that, look, even this type of music can be performed in Lesotho. It can be appreciated by the same person in Lesotho who appreciates either pop or rock or any type of music.
Hlompo Pitse is a young soprano who Lehlomela has started coaching as a soloist.
I first learned about the choir when I was in high school. My conductor used to tell us about the choir because he used to sing at the choir as well. He was a member. When I listened to their music, actually, I found that that was awesome. This is what I want to do. This is the kind of choir I want to join, actually.
We focus a lot on music theory for people to learn how to read, both in tone solve and stuff. We focus a lot on singing, training people to sing professionally. We focus a lot on training people to conduct in basic beats so that they can also go out and maybe conduct either in primary schools where they are teachers, or even at high school where they are teachers in high schools, or even in church where they are members of church choirs. Hlompo, she's very good. She's young, 19 years old. And I started working with her as an individual late last year, leading into this year. And she's stunning. She's always willing to learn. She always wants to achieve more. She doesn't want to become just a part of the chorus anymore. She wants to be one of the leaders.
Hlompo will be singing an aria from Handel's Messiah in the upcoming concert, and she and Lehlomela are having their last teaching session together.
I also want to go overseas, performing actually at German, United States, UK, yeah, and then at Italy. Yeah, those are the kind of places I want to go with music. Yeah.
Hlompo goes to the nearby marketplace to meet friends and to buy some lunch.
Most of the people don't really support choral music because they don't understand. The understanding is that's what people think, They think that we're just trying to be smart out of, But of course, there are some who still support the music and they do that with all their hearts. Yeah.
How are you?
I just love music. It heals me, actually. It really heals me. You'd find that at times you have problems at home, your parents are struggling with money, somebody has passed on. I just put on my headsets and then listen to music. I love this music with all my heart.
Okay, good. Wrong got house. Enjoying. Oh. I can. So you take a show. Bana wakaeka 10.
In any society or any country, we have our own social problems. We find that poverty hits us. You find unemployment, politics, violence, diseases like AIDS and all that. We have such problems in any society. So when we come together and we sing together as people and our thoughts become one, our hearts beat at the same time, we get to be one thing, we get to be the same. That's what music brings to people.
Another one of the young rising stars in the academy is soprano Mateko Teboho.
They sort of showed some interest in me because they said I was some young talent that they could use. So I asked Lehlomela Tente to go home and talk to my parents nicely so that they could give me permission to go, and they agreed. That's how I got in.
So which one are we doing? Can we do Benedictus?
Music is one of the ways of expressing myself. Like, sometimes to let people how you feel through music might as well help others who have come to a certain extent feeling the same way. And maybe somehow you can tell a story through music. So music is one way of reaching out to other people whom you can't reach out to every day. Lehlomela Tente is one of those people that I don't know how to categorize him, because he can be a father if he has to be, or a brother, a leader. He can be so many things, a teacher. He can be just anything, because he can help in any way. Yeah, not just in the choir for us to give the production that he wants, but individually, he helps us to grow.
Mateko will be singing the soprano solos in Beethoven's highly complex Mass in C minor, which is the core piece of the upcoming concert.
We wanted to perform a bigger work, something that I can say it's crazy, because we've been doing modest works. So we wanted to explore more composers. We wanted to explore what it is that we can do, how far can we go, and we wanted to do it differently this time around by also engaging orchestra.
Towards the end of the day, choir members start gathering from all over the city for their daily rehearsal in the nearby St. Bernadette School Hall.
Members of Lehlomela are basically students from high school, tertiary, and young professionals. And we normally accept and take in between the ages of 16 to 35 because they are still trainable. A lot of people that come through are those that believe that they were stuck and they want to learn more.
Usually what happened? This is not my music.
We have rehearsals every day, from Monday to Friday. They don't like it when I try to reduce the number of rehearsals. They love being there all the time. And we normally hold concerts, at least 2 concerts in a year. Can we have a little prayer before we start?
Amen.
Right. We need to revise. I think we need to revise. I would like to start off on a lighter note. All right, or thou. So let's try. 1, 2, 3, and. We need to be one thing, which is what I normally teach and try to inspire to even the chorus itself. Doing things at the same time, appreciating each other, appreciating the fact that I cannot sing louder than the next person who's next to me. If you find politics, you find our own internal politics in the choir that saying so and that and that and that. But when we sing, we actually even forget that somebody stepped on your toe last night because it's about music.
There is nothing else in the society that we can say we do that much other than music, because most of the times when I'm not at school, my spare time, choir. So yeah, we do benefit as a group, not individually.
Normally when they sing beautifully, I'll get goosebumps and I'll start crying on stage. And they cry back. So that's what music does. It heals the society, it heals everybody else. That at least those 2 hours that I'm in the rehearsal, or those 5 hours that I'm in a performance, at least I get to lose myself in music. When I go back home, everything else, it doesn't matter anymore because I know I have tomorrow to look forward to sing again. So that's what music does.
I want that part to really go crazy. All right.
Much of Lehlomela's grounding in life lies in a happy childhood in rural Ghana. A few days before the upcoming concert, he goes to visit his mother there.
So this is Ghana. The whole area here, it's Ghana. So this is where I grew up.
Lehlomela's mother's not yet home, so he goes to see the animals.
It's a pity that I'm away from this type of lifestyle now. I remember when I was going to high school at times, you find in the morning you have to milk the cows at least 5 or 6, rush to school, and when you get into the classroom, they're like, you're smelling of the cow. It used to be one of those funny moments. But I miss this type of lifestyle. Everything else has been about music since after that. This place keeps in check. It brings you down to earth. If you think that you are everything and you find that you're not, it humbles you. It brings you back to earth where you say, look, this is me. This is where I grew up, from humble beginnings.
Lehlomela now goes to look for his mother at a public church event in a nearby village.
Ghana used to be very vibrant in terms of music. The lady who was leading us at the kindergarten, she was very musical, so she taught us how to sing. From preschool into Sunday school, she was always there making sure that we are able to sing, that we're always singing. Because look, at that age, the only thing that kids do is to sing. My family is very musical. My father was a conductor. He won, I don't know how many trophies that he was won from, because he would be conducting the school choir, he would be conducting the church choir. My mother was a very good musician. She was a very good soprano in her times. And the whole family has been through music, from primary school to high school to tertiary. Everybody has been singing in the family. But I seem to have taken it to a whole new level altogether.
Lehlomela has finally found his mother.
Okay. Oopsie. Thank you. Mo how o jetsa? Eh. Bela jetsa. Le maole le kale. Oh, okay. Oh, rata o hlae hona wa kereke. Okay. Re le ga hla number 5 go tse 10. Re le ga hla number 5 tse 10. Ho no le boima. Fela batho ba thabile. Ke mosebetsi wa rona. Okay. She's a pillar of strength for everybody in the family. Normally we have a greeting. This is how it goes. It goes, come, and then we do kakapa and a kiss, and mwah, mwah, and then. So that's a family greeting.
That's how we greet each other every time we meet. My husband could sing and could conduct, so he has taken after my husband. He is good at singing and he likes it. One year when he was in the primary, they gave him money for singing. He was not good at fighting with other boys. So when some boys wanted to fight him, he came home to tell his big brothers that somebody wants to fight him so that they should help him.
So yeah, this is me conducting the school choir. This is us winning or having won, and I was given the best conductor award. So I won the watch. The choir won the trophy, and yeah, this is pretty much in 1998 when things started unfolding. Musical journey started unfolding, and then we pretty much swept everything. We won pretty much everything. You can already see that I couldn't actually even hold some trophies, medals, trophies. The journey into music had always been natural from primary school, being a member of the school choir in primary school, being a member of the school choir at high school. After that, I was studying at University of Natal. So I was appointed to become the conductor of the university choir. I'll be skipping classes at times, getting out of campus, going to Durban, and to actually attend music lectures instead of attending my own lectures. And of course, I was born to fail. After I had failed and having come home, then I formed a media company, an IT at the time, FlexTech, acronym for Flexible Technologies. That's basically where it comes from. It did very well. We got clients, we got contracts, we employed people, we rented more space. Look, the sky was supposed to be the destination for FlexTech. But after expanding so much, we made mistakes. I made mistakes as an MD. We had employed more people. We were not making money, and then labor laws had to come through, and we got sued, and we couldn't even afford to pay rent at times, and we went under the hammer. We structured a deal, payment plan, but we couldn't actually stick to it because we had problems. We wanted to save the business, and the employees wanted to have their money. So Labour Court enforced the decision of the mediation process, and I found myself in jail because of business. It was sad. It was in July 2011. I went back home, stayed there for a few days, but I knew that I needed to come back to town so that I can pick myself up. I didn't have anything. Nothing, literally. I only had the clothes that I had myself and the laptop. And then I realized that I was so lost because then there was no music. I missed conducting. I missed the choir. From that day, I made the decision that no more business for me. So I came back to say, look, I'm going to lead Lehlomela, and my music, I'm going to take it to greater heights than I did before. That's the only thing that has ever worked for me. That's the only thing that I seem to know that is embedded in me that I can actually go and pursue. And the music never stopped. It just stopped playing, but it never really stopped being there. So yeah.
Being Mamel,
Patience.
persevere.
Eh.
Being perseverance brought him succession. I am proud of him.
Back in Maseru, the choir members gather for one last rehearsal before the orchestra from South Africa arrives for the concert.
Right. 1, 2, and... Try to memorize these words quickly because I'm imagining a situation whereby we don't even look at the audience as we sing. Somebody going, there, from 7:30 till 10:30. I'm imagining that situation. You know, next page. Oh, because, you need to, okay, check the phrase out, okay, and then enjoy, okay, and then your line comes and then it is still not perfect, but let's try again. So try a bit more nicer than that. 1, 2, and in
I had a nightmare that the choir fell apart on stage and the music simply fell apart. And it just gets to you because it's part of the job, it's part of the work that, I hope nothing goes wrong. I hope nothing goes wrong because I'm to a certain degree, I think I'm one of the people that aspire to become perfect in things that we do. When you strive for that, you can reach excellence.